Welcome back. It's a new era for HEDERA, and that includes the new AI studio that's built on HEDERA. Now, we have been talking more recently about the HEDERA ecosystem, as well as the collaboration between HEDERA and the Internet Computer Protocol for AI capabilities. Well, now, HEDERA has launched what they call the AI studio on HEDERA, and we're going to be breaking all of it down today. We're going to talk about where HEDERA is from a technological standpoint, where it is from a market standpoint, and basically like where I stand on this ecosystem. Is it a good investment? Is it a bad investment? Where does the future lie? Well, let's get right into it. And don't forget to give this video a free thumbs up. We upload almost every single day right here on the channel to bring you the latest happening in the financial world. If you guys give the video a thumbs up, it's absolutely free. You can also help support the channel by clicking the join button down below. We talk about crypto, blockchain, and investing every single day. I like to do deep dives into these individual projects like HEDERA to understand, is this a good investment? What is the technology that they have? What is the technology they're trying to achieve? And really, what is the overall goal? And so in this video, we're going to be really focusing on artificial intelligence and the AI realm of crypto, because blockchain and artificial intelligence should be used together. I mean, think about what blockchain is. It's data sets of a ledger, and a lot of these blockchains are now also proof of stake and smart contract platforms. So you can literally have data in these smart contracts that you need to compute something with as part of the smart contract. And these blockchains, as they grow and integrate with traditional financial ecosystems and companies and contracts and all of these kind of other legal things, you need artificial intelligence to be able to help go through this, build things, create better things, make the network more efficient, and more. And so this is what the AI studio on HEDERA is. Let's break it down in today's video. And by the way, we're also going to talk about the partnership and what Internet Computer will be doing for HEDERA, because as you guys know, Internet Computer is the only blockchain ecosystem in existence when I'm recording this video that is really focused on high performance compute and AI capabilities. And so it's the only blockchain that is running live artificial intelligence on chain right now. Some other chains may have connections to artificial intelligence, capabilities or products on other systems, typically off chain, but Internet Computer is the only one where it's on chain. And HEDERA is going to be tapping into that. But before we get to the Internet Computer stuff, let's understand what this AI studio is. The AI studio is an open source modular toolkit that simplifies the creation and development or deployment of verifiable AI agents on the HEDERA network. By offering a suite of innovative tools, developers can build intelligent, transparent, and automated artificial intelligence workflows with minimal effort. Now, we're going to be getting into more that's there listing on their website, but I also want you guys to focus on the high level, right? HEDERA posted this on their X page, saying the AI Studio is an open source toolkit built for building trusted, auditable AI apps on the HEDERA network with ELIZA operating system for natural language interaction, an agent kit for LangChain support, open Conv AI for secure agent messaging, real-time logs for tokenization built in, and MCP server for connecting AIs to external sources. Now you may be saying, Cryptoviser, what the hell does that all mean? Well, let's understand a little bit more about it. So introducing the HEDERA AI Studio. This was posted in May of 2025 by the product marketing manager for HEDERA. And by the way, there's supposedly an AI company called HEDERA. So it's very confusing when you see a post that's from HEDERA and you're like, wait, that's HEDERA? And you're like, no, it's HEDERA. But anyway, with artificial intelligence continuing to cement itself as a core pillar of the digital economy, organizations across industries are increasingly exploring and deploying systems that make critical enterprise-ready decisions autonomously. However, as AI enters this new era of sophistication and capability, a fundamental challenge threatens to undermine its potential, and that is trust. Without verifiable data sources, transparent decision processes, and immutable records of AI interactions, even the most advanced algorithms become unreliable foundations for mission critical applications. Now, this article on Hedera's blog continues saying agentic AI is rapidly transcending the simple query and response chatbot paradigm as enterprises and developers explore how autonomous workflows can improve operational efficiencies, save costs, and generate revenue in unprecedented ways. With intelligent systems increasingly shaping our digital experience, financial transactions, and operational decisions, developers and enterprises will face mounting pressure to demonstrate that their AI can be trusted, trust that can be driven by and built upon decentralized technologies like blockchain. And that's what we're seeing, right? Companies are utilizing AI, right, at a very high level, right, executive level. They may not be telling people they're doing it because they're testing it. They're seeing how it works. And I would imagine a lot of companies are also A/B testing, right? Let's say they have a new initiative and AI is saying, "Hey, if you go this way with the initiative, you'll probably make more money than if you went that way, the way that, the executives wanted it to go." And so these companies may start testing, right? Let's do what our employees think versus what the AI thinks, and then kind of see which one is better. And then obviously, that data would constantly be fed into the artificial intelligence machine to constantly assess and make in the moment changes. I don't know. I do think that there's a lot of AI that's like, I think OpenAI has reached AGI. I do think that they have, because I don't think that they would be trying to monetize and go IPO, which is what they're doing. And obviously, we've heard Elon Musk is very annoyed about that because he wanted it to be nonprofit, open source. And, Sam Altman wants it to be for profit and on a company. And so the fact that they're trying to monetize it tells me they probably already achieved AGI and they're waiting until IPO to release that information. Whichever way it goes, I mean, we know companies are going to utilize artificial intelligence more and more to help them build their business and grow it. Now, whether the AI is able to take in, things that humans can kind of rationalize a little bit better or not, I don't know. I really don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But I would imagine companies are already doing this, just not really talking about it because they don't want their employees to be scared they're going to lose their jobs. They don't want their investors to think that they're just trusting AI for anything. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. And so this is where crypto and blockchain can come in because they make provably secure, immutable ledger of all the interactions. And so if an interaction is like, hey, this would probably be the better outcome to make more money, and it's not, you can go back as the developer and go and see how the AI made that decision and why it was wrong, or even have the AI be able to do that. And so this is the idea behind AI: is it's a self-correcting mechanism. So it will always self-correct. Like for instance, with a self-driving vehicle, one thing I saw in a like video about how this technology is changing the way people drive, it said like if a truck driver backs up to one of the docks to offload their product, if they smash, a door or a wall, this could cause a lot of damage, and the driver may do it again, right? Like they don't have cameras all around their vehicles to then go back and say, oh, this is why I hit the door and broke the door off. So, but an AI does, and so the AI will apparently, based on the idea of it, the AI self-driving technology will never make the same mistake twice. And so if it does, there was something else, maybe a different vehicle caused it to make a different move, and that's why it got in an accident or whatever the situation is. But it's constantly evolving, and it's going to be very similar to like Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining can never stay stagnant. You can't just get Bitcoin mining machines and just keep it the rest of your life. Like the network becomes more difficult. The technology for mining Bitcoin becomes more efficient. And so you have to constantly upgrade the network and the system and your hardware to keep everything moving. And so this is where the intersection of Web3 and artificial intelligence that Hedera is excited to announce the launch of the AI Studio, which is a comprehensive open source toolkit for building trusted and performant AI enabled applications and AI agents on the Hedera network. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you guys know that we've been talking about AI-enabled agents and applications and AI agents for a while, specifically with the internet computer. And if you actually go, the internet computer even has a portion of their website that is specific to AI. And we can see this right here. And basically what is on the homepage of the AI site of Internet Computer is what Hedera is talking about for this AI studio. I mean, hello. Developed in collaboration with Hashgraph Online, Eliza Labs, Hashgraph, and the Hedera Foundation, the AI Studio on Hedera enables task automation, AI-driven token creation, and transparent inter-agent communication channels with using low-code environments, built-in compliance tools, and real-time observability, setting a robust, decentralized foundation upon which agentic AI can be embedded with trust required by our still emerging artificial intelligence-focused economy. The senior product manager at Hashgraph said data without trust is just noise. Reliable artificial intelligence begins with verifiable data. By grounding AI in events that are immutably time-stamped and fair-ordered on Hedera's consensus and token services, builders and their users can can have confidence that the algorithm they see is authentic. AI Studio puts that trust at developer fingertips, weaving transparency and accountability into every workflow. This is how Hedera becomes the trust layer of tomorrow's AI-driven digital economy. Now, before we get into the key features of the AI Studio, I want you guys to think about Hedera's ecosystem. Hedera has a governing council, and the Hedera Council is made up of, I think, 30 of the largest corporations in the world. You can see that on the screen right here. BitGo, Avery Dennison, Chainlink, Dell Technologies, Google, Deutsche Telekom, LG, Hitachi. And so these companies are the governing council. They're the council members. They are the ones who determine where this ecosystem is going. And so going back to what we were just talking about a few minutes ago, companies are utilizing AI today. They're going to continue to expand and use more AI tomorrow and the next day and the next year and the next month, forever, until there's another technology, right? But right now, they're using it. And if you think about it, some of the big players on the governing council are already developing and have these capabilities. Google, Dell, LG, IBM, Hitachi, right? They already have these capabilities. And so why, you tell me, right? Thinking about this as an investor, why would Hedera be going in this direction for AI capabilities and building AI tools on chain if these companies were like, nah, we don't need on-chain AI. We don't need provably secure, immutable records with the timestamps for AI to be able to, document what it's doing and how it came to the conclusions that it came to. Why would any of these companies say, yeah, let's go forward with that? They wouldn't. And so everything that we just talked about with companies utilizing this capability and technology already today, and Hedera diving very deep into AI capabilities. And it seems like they want to accelerate the development of their AI capabilities on chain. Hence the partnership with other ecosystems that already have on-chain AI. I think this is very bullish. I mean, basically what we do on this channel is identify, is this an investable asset? Is it not an investable asset? Based on what they're doing in AI, this seems very promising. Let's understand a little bit, let's kind of zoom out for a quick second. The Halliday, which is a workflow protocol, their co-founder and CEO specifically was talking about this at the recent CoinDesk conference. I think this was at Consensus. But he talks about AI not being isolated, right? Because if you're at a company, right? Let's say you're at Google and they're trying, well, I guess Google has all the data. Let's say you work at Walmart or Target in an executive office and you're trying to figure out like, how do we grow this business? How do we make better decisions and whatever? If you just build an AI internally, it's not pulling data from your competitors. It's not pulling data from the aggregate data from the whole nation in competition to what Target and Walmart have and individual products within their ecosystem. They can get all that data, but if they're in a closed or walled garden AI, they can't. And a lot of companies are scared to open up their AI to other data because they believe that it can be incorrect data, it could be flawed data, and then their AI for a company will be making decisions based on potentially flawed or invalid or dated data. And so let's listen to what he says, right? Again, he is the CEO and founder of Halliday, which is the first workflow protocol, right? And what is workflow? How to make things more efficient, how to do things and get them done. Let's listen to what he says. And by the way, if you're up to this point in the video, make sure you give the video a free thumbs up because thumbs up are free, but crypto is not. And I upload every single day, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Let's listen to him.
One of the principal innovations of a blockchain is that blockchains make money and value look a lot more like a traditional Web 2 computing system, right? Blockchains resemble a data system more so than the TradFi systems that are all isolated ledgers that don't really communicate and can't be programmed. And so now you have money that resembles a modern data system. And it's not just the problems that are being solved, if it's a data system, you can now interact and program with modern Web 2 SaaS technologies like AI. And if you look at the use cases that are really interesting, it's, okay, we want to move billing on a blockchain. The traditional billing stack still has invoices, has a lot of unstructured information. And so it's not so much that blockchain uniquely needs AI, it's that the entire world expects AI in their products. So if we want blockchain to be used for all the things that are currently being done by TradFi, like billing, customer experience, invoicing, the expectation is AI. And in some sense, blockchain's actually behind the rest of the world. It's isolated from AI in a way that I think the rest of SaaS has fully adopted agentic systems. And I think it's largely because of custody and compliance that's been the case. Yeah, people want their invoices to be automatically read and processed, and they want unstructured data to be reflected on blockchains. I really think it's that simple. One of the principles.
And by the way, this is what we're seeing occurring right now, where blockchain is trying to catch up. He's saying that blockchain is behind the rest of the world with AI because all of these other systems are already utilizing AI. But a lot of the blockchains that we have, they don't have the capabilities of AI. I mean, if you think about Ethereum, Ethereum can barely process the transaction that it has, right? Because it gets a lot of throughput. And so imagine putting AI onto Ethereum. This is why Ethereum is not even focused on AI at all. Like, I haven't heard any developers talking about AI in Ethereum at all. And this is where other ecosystems are going to rely on the blockchains that do have AI. And this, in my view, is why Internet Computer is so critical here, because they have the first mover advantage. They have the most capability already on chain. They have the most development already on chain, the most teams already on chain that are doing this. And they've been doing this for the last year. We have not seen, up to when I'm recording this video, I know about a week or two after I'm recording this video, Internet Computer is releasing a new AI project called Caffeine AI, which is going to be a self-writing internet capable AI, where it can build apps. You just tell it what you want it to do, and it can build it for you. So you don't need coders. You don't need a team to go and check the code because the AI will be able to do that. And so the other ecosystems like HEDERA, like Ethereum, like Solana, that need these capabilities that don't have them, in my view, the future would be for these systems to just tap in to Internet Computer to do all of that work for it. Because keep in mind, Internet Computer is like a cloud type of platform, meaning it has the capability to store and retrieve information on chain. Most of these other chains, they can, like I said, they can barely process transactions, right? And so they need AI. But how do they get AI? Well, what do we have in blockchain? We have interoperability. We have Chainlink that connects TradFi with DeFi. We don't have that in AI yet on chain, and we're getting there. And this is where I'm looking at these projects that are looking into AI that are really not just saying, oh, we're going to, because there's a lot of projects that are chasing the narrative. They're saying, oh, yeah, we're going to be the AI crypto. We're going to be the NFT crypto. We're going to be the DeFi crypto. We're going to be the Bitcoin on DeFi crypto. They're going to be everything, but right now they're nothing, right, in terms of where they are in development. And when you see what Hedera is doing, they're not talking about this is what we want to do. They're doing it. Internet Computer is not saying this is what we want to do. They're doing it. Big difference. Big difference, especially from an investor standpoint. And so how does this all tie together? How does this all tie together? Well, I showed you guys this video a few months ago, maybe a few weeks ago. This is from January of 2025. I would say 95% of crypto and blockchain missed this. And I think this was probably the announcement of the year. Literally, the announcement of the year. And by the way, after we started reporting on this, then we started to really see AI on Hedera starting to form. And again, Internet Computer, Dfinity, Dominic, in April and May of 2025, they've been silent, absolutely silent. And so June is supposedly when we're getting this product called Caffeine AI, which is going to be the self-writing Internet Computer and massive AI capabilities. And I think that's why they've been quiet. I think this is building up to something big, and potentially for both Hedera and Internet Computer. And this is what I love to see in crypto. I've been talking about this for years. Projects working together. Because here's the deal. Like we just talked about, Hedera cannot do everything great. Ethereum cannot do everything great. Internet Computer cannot do everything great. And that's okay, right? I don't go to a gas station, mechanic shop and say, hey, my stove at home isn't working. Can you come and fix it? Because they're going to look at me and say, we are a car shop. I'm like, yeah, but don't you deal with like gas and oil? They're like, but yeah, we're a car shop. We don't fix stoves. It's the same thing here in crypto. You can't go to Bitcoin and say, Bitcoin, I want to create a smart contract, and I want this to happen if this happens, because Bitcoin is not built for that. You can't go to Ethereum and say, hey, Ethereum, I want to run an AI model on your chain, and I want it to be very low cost. You can't do that. Like, you just cannot do that. And so what we've seen occurring over the last, 5 or so years is these ecosystems are starting to lean on each other, which I think is important. I mean, Walmart needs Walmart needs, let's say, the food companies. They need to be a partner with them, because otherwise there's nothing going to be on the Target shelves, and you're not going to be able to buy anything at Target, and they're not going to make any money. Same thing at Walmart. And so if Walmart was to create everything themselves, number one, it would be a monopoly. But number two, it would probably not be as good as having competition. And so having the competition between the chains and the technologies is good. And also one chain leaning on another chain is beyond good. It's amazing, because it means one chain like Hedera, they're saying we want AI on our chain, we want AI capabilities on our chain, but we're not there yet. And instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, let's look at another ecosystem like Internet Computer, where they are there and they've been spending massive quantities of money and resources and time and talent to build this technology. So instead of waste our time, waste our money, and potentially not get to where they are, let's just lean on them to do the compute on Hedera. Why is that a bad thing? That's not. And so this is why I think these two together, Hedera and Internet Computer, potentially are going to blow people away. Literally. People are going to, their faces will melt at some point because they're the only two blockchains that are really pushing the AI capabilities to this level. And by the way, if I'm wrong on that, let me know down below what other blockchains are doing it. But from what I've seen, a lot of these ecosystems are just talk. And by the way, there's a lot of people who are highly invested in ASI, artificial superintelligence, and they have nothing yet. And these people have no idea that Hedera has an AI studio. They have no idea that Internet Computer has already live on-chain AI. When they do, God, guys, the prices are going to melt faces. Anyway, let's get back to Hedera. What are the key features of this AI studio? So some of the key features of the AI Studio is a natural language interface for real-time interaction and context-aware responses. That's the ELIZA operating system plugin. You also have a Hedera agent kit, which is a LangChain compatible software development kit enabling agents to interact with Hedera using JavaScript or natural language. OpenConvo AI is a new protocol for decentralized agent communication, right? The AIs need to be able to talk to each other. It sounds a little crazy, but that's what it is. MCP Server, a program that helps define how AI agents can interact with external tools and data sources, right? Similar to what Chainlink does for the rest of crypto ecosystem. And this is the combination of these critical components that form the foundation of AI Studio, transforming AI from instructable black boxes into transparent systems where every decision, data source, and interaction is verifiably recorded on the ledger, essentially for applications in regulated industries and autonomous agent ecosystems. Unlike conventional networks with unpredictable costs, Hedera's fixed low-cost transaction model gives AI developers the economic predictability required for production scale deployment of AI agents. Combined with Hedera's carbon negative footprint, organizations and developers can deploy AI at scale while addressing both financial and environmental concerns, enabling everything from permissioned data markets to cross-organizational agent workflows with built-in compliance, audit, and inter-agent communication capabilities. Now, again, here they don't really talk at all about Internet Computer or Dfinity, and by the way, they may not, right? But we know this is what they're doing because of what they said. One of the advisors to Hedera was at this conference in January, standing next to Dominic from Dfinity, and also Campbell Musk as part of this discussion. And he made an announcement about Hedera utilizing Internet Computer. Let's listen in.
We are partnering with Almeda Ventures, which is the venture arm of Almeda Holding, one of the leading conglomerates in Africa, investing in Web3 projects with major focus on 3 verticals: sustainability, on-chain finance and DeFi, and last but not least is consumer engagement. But at the same time, we finally found 3 use cases where we are going to collaborate with our partners at Dfinity. And I believe that combination is going to be unbeatable. What does that mean? Hedera Hashgraph brings the sustainability aspect when it comes to energy consumption, when it comes to a lower carbon footprint. At the same time, we bring another aspect which is needed for institutional adoption, which is governance, combined with the great and the powerful smart contract structure that the guys at ICP managed to develop over the last few years, including powerful EI components that have been developed recently by the great team. And it's no wonder, since they are PhD students out of University of Zurich. So I'm not surprised at all. It's the same university where Albert Einstein has graduated.
So there you have it, guys. They're going to be using Internet Computer and Dfinity's capabilities and technology to power Hedera's technologies that they are not at the same level as Internet Computer. And why do that, right? I mean, guys, this is huge. And I really think that a lot of people are missing this point. This was in January. We are now in May and June of 2025. And already Hedera has an AI studio up. And so what can you do with the AI capabilities on Hedera? And or what are they trying to achieve? Well, you can bring trust and transparency to workflows. We talked a little bit about this earlier. AI systems are seen as, okay, we covered that. Powered by Hedera's consensus service, the AI Studio enables users to submit data and transactions to the Hedera network where they're timestamped and logged, guaranteeing fairness and immutability. With the additional components that we covered before, the entire workflow, messaging, decision-making, tokenization, and logging can be executed and recorded on-chain, making auditability and accountability a default. And by the way, this is the first stage of the implementation of Hedera's artificial intelligence capabilities. And so what is going to be coming next? So they talk about the AI Studio dashboard, which I would love to see. I don't even see a link to it, but hopefully in the future, we'll be able to do a little bit more of a deep dive into the AI as it continues to grow. And I mean, I don't know that much about where the future of crypto or technology is going to go. I mean, we can kind of assume that AI, artificial intelligence, is going to become really big. I mean, it is already becoming really big, and companies are using it, and governments are using it, businesses are using it, people are using it every single day. And so now we have studios for builders and developers to build. And they're utilizing not just their capabilities, but also the capabilities of partner chains to make blockchain the place that people want to utilize AI from and house their AI and the data. And it's going to take time because a lot of this does come down to the trust, right? Companies don't trust public open networks just yet. And I think that we're getting there. More use cases, the more integrations, the more this is kind of tested on small levels and kind of grows, it will build more and more trust. And before you know it, potentially some of Hedera's governing council will be, which is Google, Dell, all those companies that we showed you earlier, these guys will potentially be utilizing, even if you don't even realize or know that they're utilizing this capability, they may actually be utilizing internet computer technology or Hedera's technology or both. And that is where we need to get to. We need to get the back-end integration. For Bitcoin, it needs to be back-end payment rails where you're utilizing the Bitcoin network and you don't even know it, or the Ethereum network, you don't even know it. You type a query into an AI and boom, it's run on Hedera, or it's computing on internet computer. This is the future of this whole space. And the first movers, the ones that are really pushing hard now and that are dropping products, every one that comes after that, it's just a copycat. And so that first mover advantage does have the benefits. And this is one of the reasons that I am bullish on Hedera and bullish on internet computer. Now, granted, Hedera does have almost a $10 billion market cap, where internet computer is much lower, about $1 to $2 billion valuation when I'm recording this video. And so you would have to really kind of do a little bit of a deeper dive to kind of figure out which is a better investment and which can give you better returns. And if you guys want me to do a video like that, where we go over tokenomics, we go over network activity, both on Hedera and internet computer, all you got to do is comment down below, say Cryptoviser, we want a comparison video comparing HBAR to internet computer, or maybe other ecosystems as well. But just let me know down below in the comments of this video. And while you're down there, give the video a free thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Crypto on.